Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridgie. How you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a relaxing Sunday. Very lovely to have you here. If you have not yet subscribed, I beg support me by subscribing, and if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification whenever I post my video. So guys, on this platform, I feel I have to put a disclaimer out before I post this video. On this platform, I try to, entertain. I try to share videos that will be educative, to inspire people, to motivate people, and generally try to share knowledge. And I try to create a learning environment whereby I can learn from you, and you also, my subscribers and people that watch my videos, can also learn from me. Now, what I don't like, and this is inevitable, it happens all the time, is when I share a story, I'm not the source of that story. It happened. I'm only sharing it because it's happened. It's something that is a reality. It's happened, and it's out there. It's not like I was the one that created the situation, and then somebody comes and say, "Oh, you always do stories about Igbo people. You always do story about Yoruba." I think it's probably only Hausa people that have not accused me of doing stories about them. I probably need to find more stories about Hausa people to balance the equation. So, I mean, I am the least tribalistic person. I hate tribalism, and I put it out there all the time that people who hold on to these tribal sentiments are just very mature people, especially if you live abroad. You see what we experience as black people, and you still think, negatively about a certain person because they are from a certain tribe different from yours, and you project these stereotypes on them. It is very, very, very wrong. It's absolutely shameful, and we should try and always condemn that. Take issue as they arise. If they say this person did something, this is where it's from, it's because it's from that place. It doesn't mean that everybody from that background, from that community, is like that. So I don't know why people just tend to get carried away and start to try to put all sorts of throw all sorts of shade about tribe and all that. If it wasn't from that place, then it would not be mentioned. So we could not take a chill pill, right? This is not about any tribe. It's just about the person who is involved on this occasion. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen in other tribes as well. So I think the little message here is we should try to shun every appearances of tribalism. As we are fighting racism as black people who live in the diaspora, let us also do well to remember that within Nigeria and within Africa, we also project these negative stereotypes and always try to blame each other, hate each other because we come from different places. At the end of this, or at the end of the day, nobody ever chooses where they come from. You don't choose whether you're going to be Yoruba, you're going to be Igbo, you're going to be Hausa, Fulani, Urobo, Edo. You come from wherever you come from. Where God has said you will come from is where you come from. Let us learn to love and respect one another accordingly. I hope this public service announcement will sink in to some minds. So now let me jump into the story of the day. And I've been planning to share this story with you guys for some time now. It's about this man, one I see. So this man that you're seeing on the screen. So his name is Chukudi Odo, and he's 54 years old. And allegedly, he was dating a woman, a Filipino woman on Facebook. Hey, the length that women will go to for love and relationship. Just look at this man at his age. He's a middle-aged man. And I want to believe that this is not the picture he used on Facebook, because believe you me, I have two other stories that I'm working on now regarding all this Facebook dating and online, what's it called? Social media dating. One lives in Canada, the other one lives in Europe, whereby they were defrauded and treated very badly because of their relationship with the men that they met in Africa. So back to this uncle. He's 54 years old. His name is Chukudi, like I said. And the statement was released June 22nd, where he says that he actually was dating a Filipino woman who is 40 years old, and the woman traveled all the way from the Philippines to Nigeria because of romance, relationship. And once he arrived in Nigeria, they met on Facebook 3 years ago, and I'm sure they've been doing the online Facebook dating. And once this woman arrived in Nigeria, he took the woman in and then held her against her will for 6 months. He's been holding the woman a foreigner, an accountant. He's been holding this woman in a village. The village is called Neke Nekeuno village in Enugu State. That's where the village is, that this man has been holding this woman for complete 6 months against her will. So the police did not release the image of the woman, but they gave us her name as Irene Torrento, and she was lured to Nigeria by this man. And once she arrived in Nigeria, this man just carried this woman and took her to his village and kept her incommunicado, did not allow her to reach out to her friends, her family anymore. The woman is an accountant by profession. She's a native of Manila in the Philippines, and she arrived in Nigeria in November 22nd, 2019 to visit Odo in Enugu State, whom she met on Facebook in March 18, 2017. You see, it's been a long relationship. So the visit was originally intended to be for only 10 days. However, it turned out to be a full case of abduction following Udo's refusal to allow her to return to her country against her will. She was held incommunicado by this man until police operative arrives. Until they arrived at the Unity Police Division in Ibikwenike in Enugu State before they rescued her. So it was a tip-off. The police received a tip-off from one of the residents. I'm sure they were surprised seeing somebody that is, a foreigner, obviously, in a village. She was immediately taken to the hospital for medical attention, and she was admitted since June. So from June 5th to 16th, she was admitted. And in a statement, the spokesperson of the Nigerian Police Force, Frank Umba, said preliminary investigations revealed that the suspect deliberately lured the victim into the country with the aim of defaming her, you know, sexually abusing her and extorting money from her. The IGP now warned that when you want to use social media, be very, very careful, because there are a lot of abuse and there are a lot of all these people online in the cyberspace. They've got nothing to do. They are basically criminals, and they go about looking for women to lure, to dupe, and to do all sort of things too. So what the Nigerian police had to do was to contact the Philippines embassy in Nigeria to reunite the victim with her family. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I shared a story. This one happened within Nigeria of a Nigerian woman, a widow of 5 children, who suffered even a worse. Her own case was even worse because they didn't even spare her life. This woman, because they took her car and ended up just burying her. So you find that these stories are happening over and over again. Like I said, I have 2 other stories I'm working on that they are kind of similar to this one, but the only difference is that this one is a foreigner. Now let's analyze the situation properly. This woman, in the whole of the Philippines and all the other countries around Philippines, you did not see any man. It's all the way in Nigeria that you will see a man. And what most of these fraudsters do is that they don't put their real picture. You think is this face that he put online that she agreed to come to Nigeria? No, they will use a younger person's picture, or they will use a very fine boy's picture that you would think that you're talking to, and they will use a different name. Everything about them is fake, fake, fake. When I said it in that video about the Igbo woman that was killed in Abuja, I said, if you see somebody that is sliding into your DM or your messenger, whatever you call it, because it's mostly on Facebook and Instagram that these things are happening, do not respond. Some people were saying in the comment section that I shouldn't say that. Some people have met people online and whatnot. I'm not saying don't meet people online, no. It's a very good way to meet people, but what is the point in meeting somebody who lives thousands of kilometers online? First of all, there's no way you can verify whether they are real or fake. You only hear their voice. You never know who you are talking to. And then it's going to cost you a lot of money to start traveling to that country to go and meet them. If you need to date somebody or you want to meet somebody online, why don't you meet somebody who lives in the same country with you? Find out that they are playing you. But I don't know what is it with women. Women will do anything for romance. This woman traveled all the way from the Philippines. Imagine, what would she tell if something worse off has happened to her? She's even lucky that she's alive. If this man had even gone ahead to do something worse to her, what would she say? If she gets to heaven, what will she tell Angel Gabriel? That, oh, I went from Philippines to go to somewhere in Africa because of a man I met on Facebook, and that's why this happened to me. So this is all about education and creating that awareness. Women, ladies, please be very, very careful of the people that you are responding to on social media. Be very, very careful when they start sliding into your DM, start sliding into your messenger, say, hello, baby, I like you. Most of them, 99.9, is 419, is fake. They are looking for women to dupe. Run for your life. So I'm just so happy for this woman because on this occasion, at least she's got her life. She may have suffered some serious abuse, but at least she can return back to her country in one piece. If you are looking for love, like I said, be very, very careful. All these Facebook lovers, hmm, hey, they are only looking for people to ruin their life. I'm telling you, they are fake. Most of them are broke. When I share the next story with you about the one I said I'm working on, you will see what I mean. When they put one picture there, they've just barely managed to get money to go on and subscribe for 1 month for Facebook because I hear Facebook data is very cheap in Nigeria. With less than 500 naira, you can subscribe for 1 month. And then they begin to flip from one woman to the other and looking for victims. So don't fall a victim. They are all 419. There's no husband on Facebook. Look for husband where you are. If God says that you will meet somebody, you will meet the person. But all these 419, they are online and they are looking for innocent, vulnerable women to prey on. So I'm just going to leave it here with you guys today. I'll talk to you in my next one. Leave me your thoughts and your comments. We are all about love and sharing. We don't promote any kind of, whether racial or tribal sentiment here, please. And thanks a lot for watching. I love you. Have a beautiful week ahead. Bye-bye.
Validate on show tower money. Uneme.